Sometimes the weather is just right for a picnic. You want to enjoy the day, you don't want to spend 5 hours prepping in the kitchen, but at the same time you want to know what's in your food because you want to eat healthy. Today I'm going to show you how to put together a picnic in 20 minutes, and I'm going to give you tips on what to look for when you're buying prepared food. Hey friends, my name is George and I'm a chef for 36 years, and if you're here it's because you like to eat healthy, save money, and cook like a pro. And this fall on the East Coast, we've had the most extraordinary weather. So when I'm done filming this video, I'm going to take the actual food I prepare, I'm going to the beach, and I'm going to enjoy a picnic with my wife. Today, I'm going to rate the pre-purchased products that we use on the awarehousechef Healthometer. This should give you a good indication of what you should be looking for when you're buying stuff for your picnic. Usually you're going to have some kind of cheese on your platter. I like mozzarella cheese, and so do the folks over at healthline.com. In an article they published about the 9 best cheeses, mozzarella ranked #1, and for good reason. It is low carb and contains fantastic probiotics that have been proven to promote gut health. I like this balsamic glaze. Even though it's going to add some carbs, this one's all natural. On the Healthometer, I would give this mozzarella an 8 out of 10. I took 1 point off because it wasn't organic, and I took 1 point off because it would probably be better if it was made with raw milk. I treated these olives in a previous video. The link to that will be above and available at the end of this video. I give these a 10 out of 10. They are organic, and when I treated them, I used the finest olive oil. If you're going to use olives, try to buy olives that definitely don't have any preservatives in them. Make sure that the olives are stored in the jar in olive oil. If possible, extra virgin olive oil. But I suggest you make these. Here are some great pickles. They're organic and delicious. Now, these pickles are good, but on the Healthometer, I'm going to take off 1 point. Instead of using salt to season these pickles and to cure them, they used calcium chloride. And I'm not a big fan of that. They could have just used sea salt. These are delicious organic figs. Figs are loaded with healthy fiber and antioxidants. Unfortunately, they're also very high in sugar, so for that, I'm gonna knock off 2 points and give them an 8 out of 10 on the Healthometer. Almonds are a great source of fiber and a delicious addition to this picnic. If yours are organic and raw like mine, they get a 10 out of 10 on the Healthometer. If they're not organic, I give them a 1 out of 10 because according to the EPA, 85% of all almonds in the United States contain glyphosate, or as Monsanto likes to call it, Roundup. And they also contain propylene oxide. Propylene oxide, or PPO, is said by both the American Cancer Society and the EPA that it is probably carcinogenic. Now, who doesn't love macadamia nuts? Macadamia nuts are high in fat, extremely low in carbohydrates, and they're loaded with fiber. These are organic, so I give them a 10 out of 10. Had they not been organic, I would have given them a 5 out of 10. Because of the high fat content, macadamia nuts have a tendency of absorbing a lot of pesticides. Nowhere near as many pesticides as pistachios and cashews. They're loaded with pesticides, so you may want to only purchase organic cashews and pistachios. I love grapes, and I love these because they are organic. When you're placing your grapes on your platter, try to hide the stem. You should really only eat organic fruit, except for strawberries, unless you grow them yourselves. From what I've read, both organic and non-organic strawberries contain harmful pesticides and chemicals. My wife loves Manchego, and so do I. One of the best cheeses out of Spain contains 0 carbs. It's really hard to find organic, and it's even harder to find made from raw milk in the United States. I bought this one from Costco. Because it's not organic, it's not made from raw milk, I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. I love smoked salmon, and here's a nice little trick. Turn your salmon into a rose by simply folding over the layers together in the shape of rose petal leaves like this. I'll only eat wild-caught salmon, and this one from Costco is just that. It's loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, and it's truly delicious, and I fortunately have to knock off 1 point on the Healthometer, giving it a 9 out of 10 because it is a little salty. Nothing aggravates me more than prosciutto that is cured with anything other than salt. This one is also from Costco, and look, 2 ingredients, pork and salt. If this one were made from Berkshire pork, I would easily give it a 10 out of 10, but it's not. So for that, I'm gonna have to knock off 3 points and give it a 7 out of 10. When you put your prosciutto on your platter, it's a good idea to cover it with plastic wrap, because if you don't, it's going to dry out on you. I love making my own guac, but this organic prepackaged one is really good. Now, when you're scanning through the ingredients of the guacamole that you're purchasing, make sure that all the ingredients are organic, and also if it has citric acid in it, just avoid it. You can make guac with fresh lemon juice, and you could also make it with vinegar. It doesn't need to have citric acid in it. This is a 10 out of 10. This is beef kielbasa made from organic grass-fed beef. Now, I know some of you won't eat pork, but if you're not a vegan and you're looking to add an excellent charcuterie to your dish, this one is excellent. I give it a 10 out of 10. Crackers like these, I don't really recommend. Do I have them once in a while? Sure I do, but they're very heavily processed and usually very high in carbohydrates, even if they're organic. I recommend something like these. These are 100% organic plantain chips, also made with 100% organic ingredients. Organic plantains, organic coconut oil, and organic Himalayan sea salt. I would give these a 10 out of 10, but they are kind of high in carbohydrates, so I'm gonna knock off 1 point. There's 17 grams, only 1 gram of fiber. But I recommend these. And I also recommend these. These are Parmesan crisps. They're a little salty, so it really kind of depends on what you're gonna use them for when you're serving them. But they are 100% Parmesan cheese. Almost no carbohydrates, or very few carbohydrates. Really hard to find these made with raw milk, if you can find them at all, and very hard to find these organic. So for that, I'm gonna knock off 3 points. Now, if you're looking for the perfect chip, I made it. It's 100% gluten-free, 100% organic, 100% carb-free or extremely low carb. And I have a recipe for it, and I show you how to make it in one of my videos. And at the end of this video, there's gonna be a link that pops up. Click on that. These are superb crackers. I recommend you go with these. I give these a 10 out of 10. Now, as an honorable mention, I do want to talk about this muffaletta. So the ingredients on this are, for the most part, not really bad. Olives, green, calamatas. But here we go, sunflower oil. I don't eat sunflower oil. So for that, I'm gonna knock off 4 points and give this a 6 out of 10. Red peppers, cauliflower, carrots, celery, pepperoncini, garlic flakes, capers, red wine, vinegar, parsley, oregano, black pepper, red pepper flakes, sea salt, citric acid. Okay, you need a little bit of that to change the acidity so that you can preserve it. But if it wasn't for the sunflower oil, I would give this an easy 8 or 9 out of 10. If it were organic, I would give it a 10 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you again really soon.